across the United States. In Texas, we keep opening more locations. Our program runs from 4 to 8 weeks long. And, and I always say 4 to 8 weeks because it's give or take depending on your schedule. First, you would do your enrollment, then you do your physical. From there, 1 week, 1 and 2, you would do classroom hours. You have to complete 40 hours with the FMCSA, which is the federal government that you have to put those hours in. You have to complete those 40 hours in a classroom. You would take your test out in the DPS. Right after that, you have to take a drug test. It's a DOT drug test. Once you get that drug test back, then you start your yard. First week, you would do the pre-trip. Pre-trip seems to be one of our hardest tests for everyone, right? Mm-hmm. It's the hardest, but we've already managed to get that to where our students are passing that in the first shot. Second is your maneuvers, and then of course you have your road, which that totals up to a total of 160 hours out in the yard. 120 plus the 40 goes 160. You go take your test out to the DPS. We schedule all of these tests for you, and we help you, as you need it. We have tutoring available as well, and you're only allowed to take the test up to 2 times, for the DPS. However, we push it to where we don't schedule your testing until we know you're ready. Okay. What else? We have programs that help people with felonies. You don't have to have a high school diploma in our school. And we do have, like I said, if you have a felony, we have programs that will pay the difference of once Ruben here helps you with that application. And if you have any questions, we're off of North Loop and Zaragoza. We're close by, and our yard is up in Horizon. So if you guys have any other questions.
You said the test. What is the reason why the test is hard or why do you think the test is hard for people with pass?
Because you can't make a mistake. They're looking at it, it's the DPS. They're just getting harder. I guess they want safer drivers out there, and so they want to know that you know the stuff. It's not memorizing. A lot of people just memorize it and thinking, oh, I'll get through it by memorizing. No, they want you to know the stuff, and that's what we do. We teach you to know it, not memorize it. And once you get that, you got to check your truck, make sure it's not leaking, make sure your brakes are working, make sure things like that, because you want to hurt anybody out there. There's a lot of factors, and that's part of the reason they're getting stricter with this.
What's the most common mistake?
The pre-trip. The pre-trip is what, to my understanding, when they take the test, they have section A, B, C, and D. And so you have to know all of them. And so the hardest part of the test is if they tell you you're going to do test B, sometimes they'll grab something from test D and put it in there. You know what I mean? So they kind of and then that's an automatic fail.
Okay.
So yeah, it's tough, but we've learned how to teach it to where they're passing it. So we're picking up our numbers in that area.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
Good, thank you. Okay, CT, if you'd like to go ahead and start.
Hi, my name is Veronica. I am representing CET. Our major schools are located in California, but we have one here in El Paso. We've been around for about 40 years, and we offer financial aid to those that qualify. Our program is 21 weeks long. It is a little bit longer. It does sound like a long time, but 5 months flies by really fast. And the reason that our program is a little longer is because we offer financial aid, federal financial aid, the kind of financial aid that you would get at UTEP, at UPCC, or other universities. And they require for the program to be at least 600 hours long. But on the bright side, we do offer 250 hours of drive time. We do yard skills from the first day that you start as a student. You have time, it's a combination of lectures, study time, and yard skills, and then out driving on the road once you get your permit. When you first come in, you're doing yard skills and you're studying for your permit. Once you're ready for your permit, then we send you out to get your permit. And then also within the first 10 days is when you get your physical. We pay for up to three tries for your CDL license, and we also pay for your permit as well, for you to go get your permit. And we don't require a GED or diploma to enter. We have a GED program. I'm the GED teacher. So if you don't have your GED, then you have the GED program is included in, it's not separate, it's not a separate cost, it's included with. And we work towards getting you support services so you can take those portions of the GED, the different subjects, math, social studies, English, and science. And also we have two different schedules. We have one from 8 to 3 and one from 4 to 10. And then we also, I don't know if anybody's interested, but we also have a welding program that just started. And we're also looking at having evening classes for that as well to give you a chance to work during the day. We offer job placement services. So once you graduate, we help point you in the right direction, or we tell you which companies are hiring. And we have a lot of recruiters come into our school to talk to our students, and that way they're outreaching to our students so they can get applications from them before as they graduate. Why did you pick me for this? Do you guys have any questions? Hi.
This is Skylar, he's one of our
I'm a career developer here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
Nice
gonna
to meet
check
you.
it out.
What times did you say you have your classes at?
From 8 to 3 with an hour lunch break, and from 4 to 10. Mm-hmm. So it allows you some flexibility to, if you have a job or if you have a lot of stuff going on during either time, then you can pick your schedule. You're welcome. Any other questions?
And you guys already know where they're located at? Okay, they're just down the street pretty much.
Yeah, we're literally down the street, right past the train tracks. Well, it depends on which way you're going. It's either past the train tracks or before the train tracks.
It's more if you're on this side.
Yeah, it's before if you're on this side. It's off Roseway and then Candelaria's right there.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have probably passed it a million times.
Yeah.
And then like 160, yeah, she said that they're right there by like the on North Loop and Zaragoza, like where the workforce is. That's where they're located, and then of course everybody knows Western Tech.
Yes.
So all of them are close by.
They're all
Okay,
very
so
close.
just so you know. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Joanne Miller. I'm an admissions representative at Western Tech. So we have 2 locations here in El Paso. We have our east side campus and our northeast campus. The school opened in 1970, so we've been around here for 52 years now. So we have over 13 programs, but I'm here to talk about the commercial driver training program. So our programs for Class A commercial driver's license, endorsements that are taught in the program are your doubles and triples, tanker, and hazmat. We do have 2 schedules. Morning classes are 7:30 to 4:30, Monday to Friday, and they're 5 weeks long. And our night classes are 6 to 10, Monday to Friday, which are 10 weeks. My morning classes start every Monday. Night classes start every 10 weeks, so I literally have a new start every single day. So let's talk about the 5 weeks. But the 5 weeks of training, it's 2 weeks of classroom. During those 2 weeks of classroom, the instructor's preparing students for their program, but you're also going over hours of service, logbooks, map reading, trip planning, defensive driving, basically all the rules and regulations of the industry. The goal and the idea is during those 2 weeks and definitely before you finish that first course, we need all students to have permits by then. I'm sorry. Because after the first 2 weeks of school, that's it, it's nothing but hands-on, okay? You then move on to the range. At the range, you're learning all your maneuvers, and then the last course, you're on the road. All our trucks are standard. We don't have any automatics. They are straight 10s, 5 high gears, 5 low gears, and students are hauling the 53-foot drive straight. We are an approved third-party testing site. So what that means is at the end of your training, your driving test is done with the school, not with the Department of Public Safety. We do work with Texas and New Mexico as well. We do offer job placement services. Those services are free, they're ongoing. As long as graduates are in good standing with the school, you can always use them free of charge. What questions do you all have for me?
What time did you say?
7:30 to 4:30 is the morning schedule for 5 weeks, and 6 to 10 is the night schedule for 10 weeks. Oh, we do require a high school diploma or GED. The school is approved and regulated by the Accrediting Commission for Schools and Colleges, so we do require high school diploma or GED. But for those students that don't have either one, there is an exam that can be taken at the school, and I can use that in place of it. But you do only have 3 opportunities to pass. After the 3rd try, then you do have to wait 6 months to retest. Any questions?
All right, well, thank you. Okay, so like I said, if you guys do have other questions, you guys can get up, go to each table, ask them other questions that you guys might have. If you guys do want to set up a visit, a campus visit or whatnot, go ahead and just let me know, and I'll go ahead and arrange it with them to set up a date and time and so forth. And then if you guys are interested, I have folders with our applications that you guys will need to fill out in order to go through our program. Of course, I can explain that to you guys in more detail when you guys go up. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so thank you for coming, and you guys can go to each table and ask them any other questions or pick up anything, any pamphlets or brochures that they have. Okay. We don't have any questions on that, right?